everyone, this is Kuji Katsumi. You may not know me, but I comfortably dominate my own domain of YouTube at my own YouTube channel known as, well, Kuji Katsumi. As you guys may or may not know, CJ recently went under a tonsillectomy and his voice has been compromised, obviously as a result of the surgery. Now for those of you concerned about his health, according to CJ, everything is fine. When I asked him how he felt, he said the pain is comparable to getting face fucked by a bag of rusty Home Depot razors, and the back of his throat looks like Ocho Cinco did a touchdown dance in his mouth with muddy cleats. He also said his mouth tastes like he starts his day with a tall cup of spoiled ramen noodles and his girl's wet farts, but otherwise he's cool, I guess. So for the time being, he's giving me the reins on some of his commentary videos until his voice stops sounding like Squidward on helium. If you guys enjoy my commentary, feel free to subscribe to my channel at Kuji Katsumi, where I do my own occasional commentaries and videos. With that being said, the topic of today, one which is a sequel to the video which he made over a week ago referring to the state of console For Honor. What CJ wants to explore in this video is his opinion and interpretation of For Honor on PC. For Honor's life cycle has become one of the shittiest developmental cycles I've personally seen in a recent IP. From the outside looking in, any non-community member can clearly see where this game has failed in its conceptual timeline, starting from launch, being at a apparent buggy mess that felt like a beta rather than the $60 price tag they had the audacity to tag it with, down to the exploiters boasting their tournament wins, glitches knocking more deserving players out of tournaments, game-breaking super bugs, content droughts that lasted literally 6+ months consecutively before even getting an announcement for DLC, etc. However, the biggest plight For Honor's community has continuously faced is the severe divide between its PC and console audience. This is because For Honor has a heavily handled bias with its developmental evolution and overall performance for its PC port, while the console side of things is comparably and objectively inferior in virtually every single way possible. However, that in itself is a contestable fact. What CJ wants to do with this video is clarify some things that seems obvious but at the same time isn't due to misconceptions and assumptions. Just because For Honor is better on PC doesn't make it not For Honor. See, the assumption being made by those who simply don't know is that PC For Honor is somehow a dream in comparison to its console port, but that's just some urban myth bullshit being spread around by biased partisans and console jockeys. However, PC elitists talk their bullshit about not having any handicaps, which just reinforces the ignorance between the two communities. The truth of the matter, in as little words as possible, is console For Honor is significantly less stable and optimized. This is a fact. However, the argument PC players make about them virtually being the same isn't correct either. Rather, both versions of For Honor share the same issues, which causes the game, regardless of the platform, to be hindered competitively and be inconsistent performance-wise. The same way that a laggy player almost makes it impossible to parry on console is the exact same way that they've hindered on PC. However, the foundation, aka the optimization of the game on PC, gives you the flexibility in how you can handle these scenarios to an extent. And more so, these scenarios are far less frequent on a PC than console because again, everyone on PC is playing on rigs that they've made or bought, so they can play on PC. PC gaming is not casual gaming in my opinion. So in a quality over quantity fashion, more people on PC are likely to have better setups for optimal gaming than a typical wireless console player who has 5 people streaming off the same router, which is probably some nigga's cracked screen Motorola. The best way to compare console and PC is buses and cars. A bus is public transportation, it's indifferent to whoever uses it, offering several universal services that don't discriminate depending on who's the passenger, which is a double-edged sword.
This is kind of funny, but I actually forgot to complete the thought I was typing when I sent him the script. Let me just finish what I was saying right here. While a car is more personalized, bought and built to the specific needs of the individual who chose it. This means that a lot of PC players are not only more capable as players since they are taking that extra step to secure the higher quality of a gaming experience, but most of the time to even enter that realm, you have to have an advanced level of knowledge to ascertain the parts necessary when making sure you've got a high functioning PC. There's a gated level of understanding and accessibility when it comes to PC, which is why I believe no PC player is a casual gamer. It's like going from weed to crack. You can't claim recreational use once you do it. But I'm gonna let him finish. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm still sick. Cough, cough.
It's weird how For Honor's community is so ignorant to such common sense things about its own games. These niggas will betray their favorite YouTuber for uploading another game at the drop of a hat, but don't have the common sense to assume that a change in platform doesn't change the inherent problems the game faces. It's also so peculiar how loaded the opinions are from both sides, with such strong emotions protruding from both camps, with animosity darted towards the community and not the developers and their sense of direction. In fact, all of this shit at all levels is garbled fucking mess. The developers never had an appropriate method of action moving this game forward, so consequently they relied on the opinion and direction of whatever festering hive mind would accumulate under the banner of a broken game and come together with a potential thesis on how to circumvent the bullshit plaguing the game. However, it didn't help the amount of people masquerading their stupidity as valid opinions being a loud minority making boisterous claims and assertions that were mostly based in ignorance and emotional bias rather than heartfelt and true information. It's such an unfortunate dance with bigotry because this game is the undeserving victim of circumstance when it comes to what it could have been. However, our focus is on what For Honor is. For Honor is what it is at this point, and the PC players are not exalted of the frustrations of it absolutely. Like most console players seem to believe, the focus between the two is honestly an unnecessary debacle that should have been squashed with efficiency. Honestly, at this point in For Honor's cycle, a more effective approach to its well-being and unification of both platforms would be to prioritize the content coming out. All the ideas, hopes, and aspirations that had fallen through its cycle are fantastic what ifs, but in reality we reside in, that plainly isn't the case. It's a sad story, but if we stop spreading bullshit to placate the community, we might just get a happy ending. This has been Kuji Katsumi, and as CJ would say, I wish you all a good morrow, and I'm off for the time being.
This has been an ArchWizard CJ special. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.